Hi guys, it's Tammy. Today we're going to do a little bit of work in the nature journal. I have been working on one of the signatures, and so first we'll kind of flip through that, and then I want to try something that I saw Barbara with 49 dragonflies do in her signature that she prepared for the collaboration journal that they made with Louisa Heinzel. So let me show you what I've done, and then we'll get to that and see if I can kind of do what she did. It's not exactly what she did, but it's the same kind of concept. So if you remember, this is the little flip out that we were working on in the last video for the nature journal, and I was struggling. It was the page I couldn't get straight, and I was sewing and all the stuff that seemed like that could go wrong with this little flip up thing did after I was off camera, but I did end up with something I like, and this is the finished piece. And I think that I added this to the front part. I already had it on the back part, but I added this, and this is cut out of a Tim Holtz cardstock, and then I used one of his metallic crayons to give it just a little bit of glimmer, and I'm sure you can't see that on the camera, but that's how I finished that up. And then it flips up, and I put some oxide on this and some stamps just to give it a nice aged look, and it's still, you know, a good surface to write on. So that's how I finished the front page. And then when you flip it over, this is the back page that we were working on, and I added this little embellishment with my homemade buttons and just a little piece of fabric and cheesecloth. And again, that same piece of trim that's here is also here just to tie it together. And then this is just a journaling card that I made with a mathematical card. And my dogs are going to bark, and I apologize for that. If they hear Daddy, they're going to start going nuts. And then here's just another little oxide splash with a dragonfly stamp. Okay, I did just a little collage here on this coffee dyed paper, just down in the corner, so we'd still have lots of writing space. And I made a side pocket here, and I put this in our wax paper bag. I thought the colors weren't really well together, so that's the tag I ended up putting there. On this page, I did some more stamping just to kind of tie the colors in. These are all just stamps, and this is a stencil with the circles on it. That's a stencil. Okay, and then we have this page, and this is just a card that can be journaled on. And I cut this out of scrapbook paper and just put it on there. And this is actually homemade paper that a friend of mine made when she was in college. She gave me a whole stack of it, and I hoard it like it's the last loaf of bread and it's gonna snow. But I do use little pieces of it now and then to put in journals, and I thought this was a good journal to put that paper. So that's what that is. And then we have the envelope that we made, and I put a little collage on this page. And not that these pages are totally complete. I may go back and add some more stamps and whatever, but this is just kind of showing you the progress so far. This is oxide spray, and I just sprayed it on there, a couple of different colors, kind of lightly. And this is the center of our first signature. It's all about frogs. And this is a flip out here. You got journal space here. I'm debating whether to put some gesso here or maybe something that's you can write on there. And that probably will be something that I do, but we'll see how it goes. And this is the page that I'm currently working on, and it will look something like this when it's done, so that you have journaling space here and up here, and on this side you have a tag and just a journaling card, and these haven't been inked up or anything yet. So that's how that page is going, and that may be as far as I have gotten so far. I think I'm going to put this on that belly band. Still debating that. And then of course we have our bee tags. So this page will be bees and flowers, I'm sure. And yep, that's it. So now let's get on to what we're going to try to do today. I've got a stack of little torn pieces and material here for us to use. Sorry guys, I did have to pause you a minute while we went through our normal little doggy serenade. I didn't want to have to put you through that again. So, all right, let's continue where we were. As I was saying, I saw Barbara do this on 49 Dragonflies. She did it in her signature that she made to go in the collaboration journal with Louisa Heinzel, where Louisa had 6 artists make a signature each, and then she bound them all in one journal, which she's going to give away. If you have not watched those videos, each of the artists have a video on their YouTube of how they made the signature, and then Louisa has videos where she receives these signatures and flips through each one, and then also where she binds them together into one book, which she's going to give away next week. So, and she says in her video, you know, what to do to win that journal. So, I would highly recommend that you watch those. There's lots of different styles that are coming together in one journal, and they are all using Louisa's papers to make the journal, and it is just out of this world. So anyway, I saw her do this or something similar to it, and so I thought I would try it in the nature journal and see if I could make it work in my journal. So basically what I'm doing right now, I say basically a lot. I'm sorry guys, I need to get out of that habit. What I am doing is I am digging out some jump rings and also some eyelets that we're going to use. I'm trying to find ones that match, and you probably can't even see me because I'm sure I'm out of frame. I'm not too concerned really about them totally matching. It is a junk journal, but I would like something kind of similar so that it's not stark. So you're going to need 8 jump rings, and you're going to need 4 eyelets, And from the choices that I have here next to my desk, I have those light gray ones, and I have four gold ones. But I do not have any gold jump rings. I have these gray ones. Let's go with the gold. Okay. When Barbara did this, and I don't know where that one just went, it will turn up later. She used the CD case. I am going to use a seed packet, which I have cut down a little bit because it's going to go this way and it was a little bit too wide. So all I did was open it up and I cut it down and glued it back and re-rounded the little top piece. And I have made this card to go inside, which I need to ink up, by the way. And it's just book page and a piece of scrapbook paper. And it has a cute little fox on it and some florals. So that gives you a writing space on the back of this card, and it's going to be down in the envelope like this when everything's all said and done. Like that. And actually, you know, when I finish this process, I'm probably going to have to trim that a little bit because that will be too wide. So what she did is she took her CD case and decorated it or covered it, which we're going to do that first. So let's do that. And I'm just going to use, I've got a stack of scraps over here, and I'm going to use just some book page. And I've got some scrap paper over here, and we're just going to cover this real quickly. Where's my... I'm going to use our glitter glue for this because if I try to use a glue stick, it'll end up everywhere on those little skinny parts. And I don't even mind if I cover that window up just a little bit. That'll be fine. I'm going to put the book page all the way around first. Hope everybody is doing good and having a good week. I've had a pretty good week so far. Of course, I'm always glad when it's Friday. I really like Saturdays because then I get to journal all day. Try to get up really early and do my chores that can't be ignored. and then get up here in my studio and start doing something. Okay, let's trim that up. I don't know if Target has these little seed packets anymore. They were like, I got them maybe last summer or last spring. They were in like the little dollar spot. And I grabbed several packs of them then. They have these with the windows, and they also have some that are solid. They're a tan color that are solid. I don't know if you all grabbed any of those or not. But they're kind of cool to put in journals. Something a little different. It's getting hard to find something that's different. I try to find things that, you know, everybody else is not putting in theirs, or not that there's anything wrong with what they're putting in theirs. I'm just trying to find something a little different. Okay. Now I think I'm going to take this little kind of botanical looking paper. We're just going to put a little bit on there to give it some color. So it's not just book page. I do use the CD covers as well, but I thought since this one was kind of a nature-inspired thing, that the seed packet might be kind of cute and different to use. I actually like using the little CD things. Oh, here we go. He must have went outside. They're just pathetic. When he gets home, it's like the end of the world. Sorry, guys. My life with the dogs. Okay. I'm sure he just went. No kidding, I kid you not. He probably went outside to check the mail or something like that, and now he's coming back in the house, and oh my gosh, he's been forever gone and abandoned us, and now he's home. That's how they act. Every time he leaves or goes outside or anything, he has them spoiled, completely rotten. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that like that, actually. Okay. And then on the back, I'm thinking I'm not going to do anything because I kind of like where it says date planted, date harvested in notes. I like that. So I think what I'm going to do on the back is I'm just going to ink it up and leave it. So we know what it is. I don't always like to cover everything up so you don't know what it started out as. I think I said that in another video. Maybe my paper bag tutorial. It kind of defeats the purpose of making something out of something unique if you cover it all up and people can't tell what it is. But that's my opinion. Okay, so now that we have that, as I try to put my pen back in my glue, we want to make sure I don't do this wrong. We are going to attach this to this side page, and we're going to use the eyelets and the jump rings. But before I do that, I want to take a piece of this cardstock that has this cute owl on it, and I want to mount it here. And the reason I want to do that is, one, it's a cute owl, and two, I want to reinforce this edge a little bit. So I'm just going to ink that up. I'm already going to have to change the pad on my Distress inker there. So it's already putting little bits and pieces on stuff, and I hate that. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. We want to make sure we're not going all the way to that crease, because we want our signature to still be able to close without a problem, wrap without a problem. So if it ever hangs here, I'll just trim it a little. Okay, so this is what we have. Make sure I'm upside right. And then this is what we have. It's going to fit right here. So now I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to poke 2 holes . And then that's where my eyelets are going to go. Get it up here where you can see. And then I'm going to put 2 in here. Well, she made this look pretty easy, so we're going to see how this goes for me. And we will have to trim that card down because we're only going to be able to get that one squeezed closed good. We're only going to be able to get it in there part way. Yeah, that's better. other way and it might work a lot better. I don't know why I have a hard time with this. I think it's because I'm a lefty and it's backwards to me. Okay. So we have this. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these jump rings, which I have one of those little jump ring wrenches, but it's packed away in my bead stuff. So we're going to, oh, and I hope I didn't do that too far over. For these. I may have, I just may have. I think I have putty in that. Can't speak either. Put that. Too far over. Okay. All right. Let's see if I did it on this one too. We may have to adjust our plan a little bit. Now what to do when you mess up. This is a, now what do I do? See, I have these, but I'm afraid they're going to be too much bulk. Now what do you do? See, if I use that, that's going to be way too much bulk. Okay. How much room do I need? Not a lot. Okay, I'm gonna pause you for just a minute and go to my paper trimmer. If I can get this out. Okay, disaster averted, I think. All I did was just trim down the edge of this paper enough to where we're going to have the clearance that we need, because I don't have any bigger jump rings, and that's just what we're going to have to do. So, back to where we were. A jump ring and put in each one. This is too fiddly. Oh my goodness. There we go. Did not get that to go in there, and there was absolutely no reason why it shouldn't have. Okay, I'll tell you, before I hook those, I'm going to cut down this card so that it fits. Because I don't want to have to do that after it's attached. Oh, now everything's going to get fiddly now that I have had to fiddle with one thing. Okay, and then we're going to take another jump ring and we're going to put it through this eyelet. Maybe. Seriously. Do you guys watch Grey's Anatomy? I've watched Grey's Anatomy since the first episode, and I said seriously about something the other night, and my husband said, seriously? And I said, that's from Grey's. I said, that's used to be their thing, is everything was seriously. So, it's one of my favorite shows by far. Okay, and then I can't believe how long it's been on the air. They're about to run out of original cast though, and I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to survive. Although they've done really well over the years replacing the original members with characters that are still keep your attention, but they're just, I just don't know how much longer they're going to be able to maintain. Oh my goodness. Barbara made this look a lot easier than I'm making it look. Maybe you should watch her video. She made this look like it was so easy. Okay. So there. That's the point. It's just a different way to attach a little flip out, a little interactive piece there, and so when it goes back in its spot, it will look like that with the little jumpy rings, and then you'll be able to flip it out like that, and then of course you can take that card out and journal on the back of it, and then you got the little owl behind it for a nice surprise. And then I also have somewhere in the stack this little guy. And in keeping with my normal trying to give stuff dimension, I'm going to put him here. Or should I put him here? Nope, he's going to block the nose of the one in the window. So I'm going to put him here. And then I'm going to thought I had a piece. Got this little piece with the bunny rabbit on it to use in another spot. I'm saving that. But I thought I had a piece that had a flower on it. That I could use, but maybe not. I feel like we need a couple of little flowers. Let's see what I got in the basket over here. Maybe even a big. I like the way it wrapped around, but it's just kind of big. I can't remember if I had, oh, I got some more mushrooms. That'd be kind of cute. Look at these mushrooms. They're tall. They could go over here. This flower, nope, color's wrong. I'm auditioning. That's too big. Got a butterfly. Don't mind that. Yellow flower. Nope. This is the basket of stuff that I pulled out for this particular journal. So everything in here is related somehow to what we're using in the journal. And that's where all my little paper scraps will go back in this as well, so that it's all in one spot. Okay. So, let's see here. We can do the tall mushrooms and the butterfly, or we can do the shorter mushrooms and the butterfly. I can't hear you. I think I like the taller ones. Was that your choice? I almost wish that butterfly had a little more orange in it. But I guess that's okay though. may have to move that over because I'm pushing the boundaries of that being on that edge anyway. And then we flip it open and we have, now we could do those there. That's the kind of flower I was looking for. I thought I had a piece of paper that had another one of those on it, like a little scrap piece that I could cut out. I don't know if I have one of those in my flower pack or not. Let's do this a little bit off. Okay. So that wasn't a total failure. I thought it might be for a minute, but I think it turned out okay. And then we'll do something else to this to kind of finish that up, and then of course we'll have to do something to the back of this. Maybe some stamps or something. I haven't done a lot of stamping in this yet. A little bit. Not a lot. So that gets us to be almost... I'll have to do something here. I may put one of my... Since we have the bee right there, I'll probably do something kind of bee related right here. And then I'll probably put just a plain journaling card in there. And then we'll work on this belly band. I'm not really concerned that every page have something on it. We've got this pocket here, but I've got plenty of tags that I can pick one to stick down in there, so I'm not worried about that. We'll do something here. And this is just the first signature, guys. I may never finish this. This is why I don't do whole journals very often, because they take me forever. But that's okay. I love it. They just take me forever. So, but it's coming along, coming along. So we've had two near disasters between this page being crooked and me having to resituate that, and then nearly a disaster on the jump rings, which ended up being okay. So if we put it in here, see that one's getting a little gator mouth, so I'm gonna have to do probably pretty much flat stuff for the rest of that one, because we still got two more to go. So far we're okay, but we still have two more to go. So, but I hope you learned something from that. If nothing else, then you learned not to go too far, too deep in the page with your eyelets. So, tie this back up and put it away till the next time. And Saturday, as I said yesterday, or today, it actually came out today in my coloring video, crayon video. Saturday we will work on the squishy Amazon envelope journal. And if you all have any suggestions of something that you'd like to see me do, please leave me a comment, and I'll be glad to try it. And we'll work through it together and see if we can make it work. And thanks for subscribing. I do appreciate all of you. supporting me. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll be notified when I have a new video. I know my video today was out a little bit later than normally during the day, but YouTube was having some kind of issue. It took forever for it to upload, and I think they just get overwhelmed sometimes, and you just are in the queue to get uploaded, and sometimes it's done in 10 minutes, and sometimes it's 2 hours, so you just never know. But anyway, thank you guys, and I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you Saturday. Bye.